network, and I'm doing something a little different this morning. I am skipping ahead to the first game of September 29 in our 1969 replay. And the reason why I'm doing that is I have the last game of September 28, which is yet to be played, and it's scheduled this morning in 2 hours. With Baseball Demos managing, we're going live together. And I woke up early, and I just want to preoccupy myself until this ball game. So it's a little bit awkward to move ahead to a new date, but it's not such a big deal. It's easily handled. This is game 1913. 1912, I'm sorry, in our replay. And again, it's the first game of September 29. It's the Detroit Tigers at the Baltimore Orioles, the first of a 3-game series. And in fact, this is their final games of the season. It will end in Baltimore. And then on October 4 of our replay, the Twins will come into Baltimore for the first game of the playoffs. And we already know it'll be Jim Perry from Minnesota and Mike Cuellar for the Orioles. Cuellar is pitching in this game. He's won 25. We already have a 26-game winner. That's Juan Marichal in the National League. And Cuellar will be going for his 26th against Kilkenny, who has won 10. Both are left-handers. Let's look at our opening lineups here. For the Tigers, it's Mickey Stanley leading off in center, Tom Tresh at short, Northrup in right, Horton in left, Cash at first, freehand catching, Don Word at third, Ike Brown at second, and Mike Kilkenny, the pitcher, left-hander. And he bats right. And there's Kathy Harden. Just in case you didn't hear, I don't know if you heard this, Kathy, I am doing something a little different this morning. We have this game at 9 a.m. that is scheduled, and this would be the last game of September 28. It's Cleveland at Washington. I'm managing Cleveland, Demos Washington, but I wanted to kill the next couple hours, so I went ahead. I know it's a little awkward, to game from 1911 to game 1912. We'll put this on hold and finish up this date with that game, but I'm moving ahead to the first game of the 29th, and it's Detroit at Baltimore, a 3-game series. Okay? And for the Orioles, the lineup is Buford and left, Simone at third, Blair in center, Frank Robinson at first, Powell gets the day off, Davey Johnson at second, Kurt Martin in right, Etchebarren catching, Belanger at short, and Cuellar, the pitcher, going for win number 26. So it's not a big deal. And then we have 1913, which would actually be the last game believe it or not, of the 29th, because there's only 2 games scheduled on the 29th. It's a travel day for most teams, and that would be Boston and Washington. So with that said, we expect the first pitch to be in about 5 minutes. I will be right back. I hope that all makes sense to you. I'm sure it does. And I will be back in just a couple minutes, and we will start this ball game. And this is going to be a very leisurely game. Actually, I've been ripping through these games at a pace of about an hour and a half, these morning games where we play 2 of them. Been doing pretty quickly. For me, that is. You know, if I'm not broadcasting, I could play a game in 45 minutes or less. But I'm going to take this one leisurely, hopefully, and give myself play this game for about an hour and a half, pace it for about an hour and a half, and then give myself time to set up the 9 a.m. game. And I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Hope you're doing good this morning. All right. Glad to hear you're doing well. It's Jeffrey Guterman here in Studio B, a little pre-game game before the face-to-face game between Demos and myself. We're in Baltimore here, playing the first of September 29, first of a three and their last three games, each of their last three games of the season. And the Orioles take the field. Here's Cuellar. Only Juan Marichal has more wins than Mike Cuellar. Cuellar and Boswell are tied in the American League with 25 wins. Cuellar will go for number 26 here. And leading it off for the Tigers is Mickey Stanley. Nice fresh start to a nice fresh ball game, nice clean score sheet. Cuellar is ready. Here's the windup, the pitch to Stanley. That is 6-10, right-handed, flies it to right for Kurt Motton, who makes the catch, one away. And we're underway. Here's Tom Tresh now, switch hitter, batting right against Cuellar. Here's Tresh at the plate. Here's the pitch from Cuellar. 5-8, switch hitter batting right, 1-1. It's a base hit for Tresh off Cuellar's card. Tresh, both pitchers -5s, not being held. And here's Northrop. There we go. Northrop, a left-handed hitter. This will be lefty-lefty. Here's the pitch. That's 4-6, left-handed. Struck him out. 2 down for Willie Horton. Earl Weaver says that Cuellar is set to open the American League divisional playoffs against Jim Perry of the Twins in Baltimore. So the Orioles get a break. They don't have to travel after this series. Here's the pitch to Horton. 5-4, right-handed, catcher X, our first X. Etchebarren is a 3-3. That's good. 13-3. It's a pop-up in foul territory. Oh, wait a minute. That's going to be a pass ball. 6-10, 11-3. On a PF, it is a pass ball. And Tresh goes to second. And now it's a full count on Horton. Pass ball by Etchebarren. Okay, here's the payoff pitch now to Horton with Tresh on second, clutch situation. 1-6 left-handed, double 1-4. It's going to be a base hit, and that'll bring home Tresh. 2 asteroids. And the Tigers get out ahead here, 1-0 here in the top of the first. Horton on first, 2 down now. Kathy for the Tigers. Here's the pitch to Cash now. That is 5'11", left-handed. That's a slash to the right side. 15, left-handed. And that will be a liner to second, caught by Davy Johnson, and the side is retired. No run, one run. On 2 hits, a pass ball, and 1 left on. And after a half, it's Detroit 1, Baltimore coming up. Looks like that tropical storm is gonna pass to the west coast of Florida, and that I'll largely be spared. That's my thinking, at least, or at least the brunt of it. They call that west coast the Gulf Coast, I guess because it's on the Gulf of Mexico. Beautiful beaches over there. So we head now to the bottom of the first. Here's Kilkenny. He has a 1-hitter this season, one of 4 pitchers who have done so. And he's taking his warm-ups. He's also a left-hander. And leading it off for the Orioles will be Don Buford, switch hitter. Batting right. Here's Kilkenny now. Pitch to Buford, 1-3, left-handed, pops it up behind the plate, foul territory. Free hand under it. That's 1 away. Now Chico Salmon. Earl Weaver, the manager, allowing a couple of the players to get a game off. Powell, Brooks Robinson, each not in the lineup. Here's Salmon now with 1 out, nobody on. Kilkenny and the pitch. That is a 2-8, left-handed, walked Chico. So Chico is on. He's the tying run on first. And here's Paul Blair. Kilkenny now from the stretch. And the pitch to Blair. 2-4, left-handed. Pops it up to first. And that's Cash under it. He makes the catch. It's 2 away. And now here's Frank Robinson. .35, left-handed, base hit, Frank Robinson. Chico, round second, goes to third. And that will be a clutch situation for Davy Johnson now. Robinson on first, not being held. Again, both pitchers -5 quotients. It's a Saturday morning, folks. And it's a beautiful morning for Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball, I'm telling you. Here's Kilkenny. The pitch to Johnson. 2-11, left-handed. Oh, that's a slash. That may not go through. He's a right-handed. Baltimore. No, it will not. That's a rough infield. It's lined to short, and it's caught by Tresh. And the side is retired. The Orioles strand 2. There was a walk and a base hit. No runs. We've gone 1, and it's a 1-0 ball game. Again, for those of you who are tuning in, I have moved ahead. I've done something a little unconventional for me. This is game 1912 that we're playing right now. 1911 has yet to be played. It's at 9 a.m. right on my channel. I'm going to be live on video with Baseball Demos, David. He's going to be managing the Washington Senators, and I'll be managing the Cleveland Tribe. And I have Sam McDowell hurling, and he has Hannon. So it should be an interesting ball game. But what I've done is, because I'm just sitting here, I have nothing to do. I switched ahead. It's the last game of September 28. I moved ahead, and I'm doing something a little different. I'm playing the first game of September 29. We'll have no problem tracking it all. And so here's Cuellar for the second inning. He allowed 1 run in the first. Bill Freehand, 2 lead it off. The Tigers lead it 1-0. Cuellar into his windup. The pitch to Freehand. That's 1-7, left-handed, lines it to first, caught by Frank Robinson. Robinson pretty good there at first base. He's a 321. Just about what Powell is. Here's Don Wirt now. And the pitch from Cuellar. That's 4-5 right-handed, struck him out. That's the second strikeout for Mike. 2 away. I wouldn't be surprised to see Weaver pull Mike Cuellar after several innings. But again, he's scheduled to start the first game of the playoffs against Minnesota. That's October 3. In our 1969 replay, I've already checked, and at the current pace, we should start the playoffs somewhere around September 22, September 23, give or take. Believe it or not. And I had an idea yesterday. I was lying in bed, Kathy, and I was saying, what if I were to just do a 1962 replay? Just because I want to, and start from scratch and do the whole thing. It's a great season. The Dodgers and Giants had, I think it was a best of 3 playoff. I'm not certain. A good pennant race. You have the expansion Mets and Astros. Actually, they were the Colt 45s. It's an exciting season, and I was thinking, would I make a commitment, which is like a 3 to 4 year commitment to a 62 replay? We'll see. I think there's enough of a combination in that year of players I know and players I don't know that well to make it very interesting. You let me know what you think, if anything. Here's Cuellar now facing Brown with 2 outs. And the pitch 4-3, right-handed, grounds it to third. X. That's Samona, 465. Oh my. .465, 11-4. He gets to it on a G3, but he is an E65 at third base, and that's going to be an error. 6-10-15 E65. My goodness, it's all at the bottom. 6-10-15. It is. Whoa! He makes the play. 6-10-15. Whoa. And that's the side. Beautiful play by Chico Samona at third base. He's lucky, actually. And it's a 1-2-3 for Cuellar. You think so, Kathy? I don't know if I'm ready to take it on. But, you know, I wouldn't, you know, if I start it and I don't follow through, that's all right. It's not the end of the world. I'm looking to see what they have in terms of card sets. If they have 62, they do. Super advanced. It's only $63, 27 players per team. Yankees won the pennant. The Twins were 5 out, so they'll be in it. The Tigers had 209 home runs. This was Tresh's rookie year. He had a really good year. Giants and the Dodgers were neck and neck. Mays was unbelievable. So I'm putting thought to it. Well, here's Kilkenny, bottom of the second. And Kurt Martin. That's a big if you feel ready to take it on. But that's a big if. Here's Kilkenny on the pitch to Martin. That's 2-8, left-handed, grounds it to first, scooped up by Cash, and he takes it to the bag, one away. Now Andy Etchebarren. Kilkenny winds, and he deals. That is a 2-8 left-handed, grounds it to short, and Tresh fields it, and he throws it to Cash for the second out. 2 outs, nobody on. Mark Belanger steps up. I really can't think of a season that I would have more interest in. There are many aspects to it. There's the Dodgers-Giants pennant race. There's there's the expansion Mets, which would be a lot of fun. Here's the pitch to Belanger. 4-8, right-handed, flies it to right. That's for Northrup. He's under it, and he makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 for both pitchers here in the second. As we've gone one inning, it's 1-0 Tigers. I'm looking at the AL standings in 1962. Twins were 5 out. They were good. The Angels were amazing. In their second season, they were 86 and 76, only 10 games out. Yankees beat the Giants in 7 games. In the National League, Dodgers and the Giants ended up playing 165 games, and they were included in the stats, which is interesting. And it was a close race. The Reds and the Reds were close, 3.5 games. Pirates 8 games. So it's very, very interesting season. So we'll have to put thought to that. But there's no rush. We're heading to the top of the third now. And Cuellar on the mound. Kilkenny to lead it off. He's a 1 WR. Here's Cuellar. 3-5, grounds to short. Belanger has it, and he throws to Frank Robinson, playing first base, 1 out. Now Mickey Stanley flew to right in the first. Six, right-handed, grounds it to third. for Simone. And he fields it cleanly and throws it to Robinson. 2 outs. On the other hand, I might take some time off and do some things, you know, tournament or we'll see. 2 outs, nobody on. Tresh is the batter. 4-8. Switch hitter batting right. Struck him out. And that's the 3rd strikeout for Cuellar. It was a 4-8 switch hitter batting right. Another 1-2-3. He's retired 7 in order. And we move into the bottom of the 3rd now. Here's Kilkenny, and Cuellar will lead it off. Here's Kilkenny now. Pitch to Cuellar. 5-4. Left-handed, grounds it to 3rd X. Wirt, 217. (13-2). G1 gets to it. E17. 4-7-11. And he throws him out. We're just going to double check on that. E17. Yes, he does. And that's 1 out now. Here's Buford. Buford popped to the catcher. Bill Freehand in the 1st. The pitch from Kilkenny. 3-12 left-handed. He hit him. Buford hit by a pitch. Not being held. He's got the lead, but he is a 1-10 with an automatic lead. Here's Chico Salmon. Buford on first, 1 out. The Camelot era, that's right. Absolutely. This is the Kennedy era. You know, we could go with 61 or 63. Those would also be. But I think 62 just is more attractive to me. And I'd probably do the same thing with stats, except I would do wins and losses for pitchers. I don't know. It's so hard to compile all the stats, or at least many of them, you know, and it would take away so much from the game. Here's Chico now. I still like it without it. 5-3, grounds it back to Kilkenny X. Right-handed. He's a 3-11. This is with 1 out. Runner on first, 3-11, 17-3. G1, this could be a double. 11, 6-12, 14. That is going to be a double play. We'll score at Kilkenny, throwing it to Ike Brown at second, and then over to Cash at first for the double play. It's no runs, no hits, a hit by pitch, and none left on after the double play. We've gone 3, it's 1-0. And we'll take a break here for about 3 minutes. And then we'll come back to continue this ball game. This is the Strat-O-Matic Network. I'll tell you what though, before I rush into a 3.5-year project, I'd like to play the 1911 World Series. I have the cards. That's something I would definitely like to do. Giants and the A's, New York and Philly. I'll be right back. Indeed, I would. I'm back here in Studio B, Jeffrey Guterman. I'm a little tired this morning. A little more tired than usual, but I'll be fine. We're going to head now to the top of the fourth in a 1-0 ball game. Some coffee might help. The good news is that the anxiety is dissipated. A 6-month-long episode of constant anxiety and manifesting in my stomach has gone away. Here's Cuellar now, top of the fourth. And Northrop leads it off. He struck out in the first. Here's Cuellar. The pitch to Northrop. 4-8, left-handed, walked him. So Northrop is on. Not being held. And Willie Horton, the batter. Good morning, demos. I just couldn't wait, demos, to play some Strat-O-Matic. It's a something that keeps me occupied. Here's Horton now. So Northrop on first, not being held. The pitch from Cuellar. 1-6, left-handed, double 1-4. It's a base hit. Second hit for Horton. Northrop rounds second, goes to third, and holds. And I consider this sort of this game will go smooth as silk, because we both know the game. You have the cards. I've done this before. I don't know if you've done it before, live. Anything is good for me. We are still on for 9 a.m. It sounds to me, it seems you prefer 9 a.m. scheduled. So let's just do it at 9 a.m. I wish I could get engagement from some of your subscribers. Anyway, oh yeah, you relax. Okay, whatever you say, whatever you want. It's Horton on first, Northrop on third. All I need is about 15 minutes to set up the fielding ratings. 10 minutes. You're all set. You want to go now? Here's the pitch to Cash. 4-3, left-handed, grounds to third X. That's Chico, 465 again. $19.4, he gets to it, G1, E65, 6-9, 11. This time, oh, he makes a two-base error. Oh, a G1, E2. A two-base error. He sure isn't Brooks Robinson. Northrop scores. Horton goes to third. That might be an unearned run. You're all set. You want to start, say at, how about 8:15? Here's Freehand. Second and third now, infield in, Cuellar. 2-0, Tigers. That's 3-6, left-handed. Oh, it's a base hit to left. Oh my goodness, no asteroids. This might score 2. Horton scores. Cash goes to third. He's rounding. 1 to 12, 1 to 13. He will hold. Hello, Ivan. It's been a while. Okay, Cash on third, Freehand on first. Still nobody out. Cuellar having problems here. And Don Word is the batter. Infield is in again. I don't like to do that. That's 3-7, left-handed, walked him. The bases are full, and this is concerning. Cuellar's going to have to pitch better than this in the playoffs. Now Ike Brown, the batter. Infield in, believe it or not. Pitch to Brown, 1-9, left-handed, struck him out. That was big. And Kilkenny comes up. We're gonna, 8:15 is good, folks. We're gonna, after Kilkenny gets retired, I hope, we're gonna postpone this, and then we're gonna start in 30 minutes, Ivan. Kathy, everybody else, just go to my landing page and look for it. I'm gonna probably set it up about 8 a.m., turn it on as I set up the player ratings. Here's the pitch to Kilkenny. 6-4, right-handed, grounds it to short Belanger, 226. Seven-2, G2, E26, 4-6-8. And he throws him out. And the side is retired. 2 runs, it's 3-0. It would have been 1 out. They're all earned as far as I can tell. Folks, we're gonna postpone this game. And we got a nice, good half hour to get set up. I'm going to set up the fielding ratings, and I invite you to come back for live together with the game of the Cleveland Indians at the Washington Senators. I'll be managing Cleveland, and Demos will be live with me on video managing the Washington Senators. It's Sam McDowell with 12 wins for Cleveland, and Hannon with 8 wins for Washington. We'll see you all then. Take care, everybody.